your next internet date turn out to be a winner, loser, or psycho? The internet's leading expert on dating and infidelity reveals the secrets on how to find out before it's too late.
Hi, my name is Stephany Alexander. I'm the internet's leading expert on infidelity and online dating. The internet can help you find your soulmate or expose you into a complete stranger who may ruin your life. To help women avoid these dangers, I started a website where women can warn other women about the men to avoid. This eventually became one of the top women's websites of the internet, where tens of thousands of women come to share their stories, to heal, and to warn other women before it's too late. I've put together the best tips available anywhere to help you find the great guy you were meant to be with.
I think it's a phenomenal service, and there's nothing out there like it.
I love this site.
Women definitely need a site like this.
It's actually women helping women, protecting each other.
It's nice to know that if somebody out there is really a bad guy, I can find out.
Stephany's doing a wonderful job. She is empowering women. She is helping women protect each other and to find that person of their dreams. So thank you so much, Stephany, for doing all that you're doing.
Recently, the site founder flew to Los Angeles for an interview with Fox Television for a feature story on the growing popularity of her site.
Those who do not have a special someone to spend this Valentine's Day with may be tempted to go online looking for love tonight.
Looking for love. Online dating sites such as Match.com or eHarmony, JDate, they promise fabulous results.
Stephany Alexander is a relationship expert and author of Sex Lies and the Internet. All right, Stephany, I got to tell you, I just met with an old friend today who introduced me to his wife. And they have a child, and they're very happily married, and they met online.
Aww.
So it does work.
Absolutely, it does work. If you screen properly, it works.
Well, what do you have against it, or where do you see the pitfalls?
I just recommend that people do character checks and they research heavily before they get involved. I suggest doing a full background check to see if they're a sexual predator, and also do a character check on websites like Woman Savers.
So these for sale websites, you're not necessarily against them. You're just saying that there are other alternatives.
Well, the internet increases your chances of meeting Mr. and Mrs. Right, but it also increases your chances of getting involved with the wrong person. So that's why I keep saying that screening the dates, asking a lot of questions, doing your research and your homework.
This is THS Investigates Dating Nightmares.
If you let the wrong person into your life, they can destroy it. Right now, I would say the dating scene is very active. There are a lot more options and choices for dating nowadays.
Approximately 44% of American adults are single. The demand for true love has given rise to big business within the dating world.
There's been a tremendous change because of the invention of chat rooms, texting, online dating, and even new services like speed dating. People lie about everything. For example, women frequently lie about their weight and their age.
Domestic violence and dating violence doesn't target any specific group.
That's why it's so important to screen your dates before you get involved with somebody, because if you let the wrong person into your life, they can destroy it. And the first time that you start having feelings for a guy in class, I mean, even the slightest action is just your whole world. You know, he smiled at me in the hallway. And sometimes your viewpoint becomes a little bit distorted.
High school dating. If there were no drama, it wouldn't seem normal.
Because your hormones are raging and, you know, you're feeling all these new feelings.
But teenage passion is no excuse for violence.
Don't get involved with somebody who, you know, is a bad egg, because they're going to drag you right down with them.
Teenagers often think they're invincible. When it comes to sex, this attitude can lead to very dangerous behavior.
You're taking huge risks if you do have unsafe sex. There are so many sexual diseases going around nowadays. HPV is up amongst teens, and herpes, along with HIV. All of these diseases can damper your life or even kill you. You have to be strong enough and confident enough to, when you see the first signs of aggressive behavior or abuse of any kind, you need to turn around and walk away.
Is cheating ever okay? Hey, joining us, the author of The 50-Mile Rule.
Boo! Steph, what do you think about this book?
I don't think we need more books or websites that show people how to lie and cheat. We need more books that... like you said, we need more ways that show people how to communicate effectively and honestly.
Stephany Alexander is a very special guest, and you're going to meet her in just a second. She's the CEO and the founder of a very unique site called womansavers.com. Okay, womansavers.com. And she gets about 1 million hits a month. Stephany is the founder. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. I know you're in town because all the hot shows have you booked. All the hot shows, including, of course, us.
Online dating can be a great way to meet that special someone, but if you're not careful, it can be scary and lead you to Mr. Wrong. Stephany Alexander is the author of Sex, Lies, and the Internet, a survival guide to online dating, and she's here with some very important information. First of all, the book you wrote, it's an online book. Mm-hmm. Okay, and what made you write this?
I wrote it because I started a website called womansavers.com back in 2002. Mm-hmm. And there were so many stories of abuse and infidelity that I felt people were not screening their dates properly. And so I wrote a book about it. And you told me a crazy statistic before we went on that 2 out of every 5 men online who say they're single are really married? According to MSNBC survey, yeah. Wow. So what do we need to look out for, and how do we know if people are lying? Well, what I suggest is, we spend all this time researching our car with a mechanic before we buy it. We inspect our homes. Why wouldn't we do the same thing with a person that we're potentially going to spend the rest of our lives with? Okay. So what you should do first is go on the internet and do a full background check.
It's like an open nerve, when you've been cheated on. And so people react to it, and they react to it by the millions in watching our television shows, and they're reacting to it by the millions going to your website. Do your homework. Find out really who you're dealing with, and it's going to make your life a lot easier.
Like many of you, I too have been abused, cheated on, lied to, and soon realized that everywhere I turned, other women were experiencing the same thing. That's why I decided to dedicate years of my life to helping women break out of the cycle of abuse.